guys excited to talk money? Yep, that's right. So I have a junior here who's not terribly smart. I'm guessing college is probably not on his horizon anyway, but I'm going to just say hi. Scott Bloom, high school principal, and I'm going to let smart people talk about this because I need to sit down and take my own notes about how Mom and I are paying for this mess as well. So thanks for coming. You have Cindy Bassett in the red, Dean of Students, Ben Twigg, our school counselor. They are absolute rock stars. They are a great resource for this. At the same time, we don't live this world every day. We do our best to give information and be a bridge. So if you have other questions, reach out to them. We also have lots of resources of people you can talk to as well, and lots of free opportunities to sit down and talk with some folks out there because, you know, the college world is very expensive. You guys know that. It's not getting cheaper, so it's an understandable concern potentially. We just had a lot of fun, though, the hour before talking about life during and after DCG and how there is more than a four-year college. We've got two-year colleges and apprenticeship programs and military, and we are very proud that we encourage all parts of that as well because we know a four-year degree isn't for everyone. That's great. We've got a lot of different options that we like to work with kids and help out. So these guys will kind of talk a little bit more on the money side, but if you have questions, jot them down, shoot them a note afterward, or we'll connect you with some folks. So with that, I will hand it over to Mr. Ben Twigg.
Hi everybody, my name is Ben Twigg and I'm the school counselor here. We want to start just by going off going over the basics of the types of financial support that your son or daughter could earn. Loans, probably one of the more common ones as far as money that you can get from financial institutions and others that you will pay back, most likely with interest in some capacity. Grants then could be issued from the school or other places, an amount of money that is given to you that you do not have to pay back. Scholarships, again, ranging from $100 to a full ride scholarship at a college too. A variety of different places that you could get that amount of money. And then a work-study program, we'll talk a little bit more, but it is an agreement that when you attend a college, that there is a working partnership that the student takes on a job and they can earn money for that, and some of that money then could go to pay for tuition, or that you could collect and actually take with you to pay for other finances that are associated with college too.
My next slide is FAFSA. All right, so the FAFSA, that's something that hopefully some of the students here, hopefully all of the students here have heard us talking about like crazy. I still love when we say, and I just had it in a family meeting this afternoon, and I said, hey, have you guys filled out the FAFSA yet? What? Is she talking another language? Like, did she make that word up? Which is fine. So the FAFSA is what we can help you fill out. Anytime you need any help, we can help you fill out. We want every family to fill out the FAFSA. What the FAFSA does, it's a federal government created form, and it is long and it is web-based. It is online, and it helps determine, what it does is it determines a number for every family, an estimated financial contribution. So the federal government from there then will offer some families financial support. Either way, from there, it gives you a number that students you will use when you complete scholarship applications, and so that's why we need every family to do it. And even after this, you'll complete that now, but you'll complete it each year because adults, as we know, your income changes or how much you can help changes each year. And so completing that FAFSA is really important. We encourage right now, what we're really doing, Mr. Twigg and I, along with Mr. Bloom, we are encouraging our students to be applying for college, those that are seniors if they haven't yet. We want them to be applying for college. At the same time, we're saying, and parents, we need you to be helping them with the FAFSA because it does take a lot of information about your income. And so that one, the FAFSA opened up October 1st. The suggested completed date is December 1st. Now the reasoning for that is simply because the federal government is doling out the money here, and starting January 1st, that's when they start doling out the money a little bit. So the earlier you complete it, the better. You can still complete it in March. You can still complete it in April, but we encourage you to take care of it by December 1st is what we do. And there's the website right there, fafsa.gov. Like everything else, there are fake websites, so make sure you do fafsa.gov. And as I said, expected family contribution, so that is what the number is that they give you. Seniors, when you guys are completing your scholarship applications now through the winter, and then when you're doing the local scholarship applications in March, they will ask you for your EFC, and then you'll fill that number in. So that's another reason every family needs to fill that out. We are a resource and another great resource for filling out the FAFSA. If you're having a hard time because of anything from jobs changes, unique family situations, you can ask us. You can also reach out to Iowa College Access Network. They will actually, you can schedule an appointment, go in, and they will walk you through it for free. That's what they're there for. They're a government-funded organization, and they will walk you right through it. We have families do that every year. So Iowa College Access Network is a great resource for that too. And we had some papers and information from them out on our table when you came in as well. And I talked a little bit about why apply, but again, if you have some questions, let us know how we can help with that. With this, deadlines to file, this is different for every school, but the earlier the better, because schools, every school, university, community college, private school, every school is a little different with when they present you with your award letter. It may not be till March, it may be February, maybe they may talk to you now in the winter and say what they'll offer you, and they will oftentimes base that on the FAFSA. So again, while the student's applying for college, if you guys can work through the FAFSA, that'll be a big help. Accepting and finalizing rewards, and that's kind of up to some decision making. When you're ready to decide what college you're going to, then that's where you accept the reward. There are some schools, actually it's not uncommon for a school to not want to offer the reward until you have committed to that college. So I know that some things, understandably, oftentimes students are waiting to hear how much money they'll be offered from a school, which is great. A lot of times colleges don't want to explain all that or go into detail until you've accepted there. So that's where that decision making comes into play. Every school is a little different though. What I always tell students, and I know we do this a lot of times in our offices, I oftentimes say, hey, let's pick up the phone and give them a call. Very often in my office we will say, oh, we've got a question, let's call the admissions counselor. And remember, they want you to come there, they want you to take classes there, so their admissions counselors are usually pretty accessible. Before I move on from this, because then we kind of switch gears, and Mr. Twigg will talk a little bit about some loans just briefly. But before I move on from this, any questions about anything we've talked about so far? Whether it be FAFSA or what Mr. Twigg covered?
So after all the FAFSA information comes through and you get a chance to see the amount of grant money that could come through, they could then also say that you are eligible for certain amounts of loans and certain types. And there's going to be 3 different responses that come with this. One is going to be parent loans, that the loan will actually be in the parent's name, therefore the parents are the ones that would be responsible for paying it back. Second option would be student-based loans, that the students will get a chance to have it in their name after they graduate. They usually allow a certain amount of grace time for the student then to find a job. Depending on the loan, it could be as soon as 6 months after they graduate. It could be all the way 2 years after they graduate until they have to then start paying those loans off. There could be a gap of time that they have to pay those off. It could be anywhere from 5 years to 10 years that they will break those down into increments to pay off. Really just depends on the type of loan that we're talking about. And then finally, a plus loan. They could also say that you are eligible for these types of loans. If that's not enough money, then you could also get a plus to cover all kinds of other additional costs. That could go for other college costs on top of the room and board to cover all the other fees that could be associated with the school. Whatever else, your living expenses even could be a part of that too. So there's just another loan. So yes, you would have 2 separate loans to pay back, but that is another option that some will choose.
All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about scholarships, and this one, there's a few different options for this, just like when Mr. Twig talked about loans. Individual college and university offerings. This is where, if you already know where you're going, students, if you've already applied or you're going to apply this weekend because you have a nice 3-day weekend, then go ahead and start looking into what your university or college offers. For example, I know we have many students who head to DMAC next year. DMAC has what's called their foundation scholarships already available. Those are great opportunities. And again, if you apply and take care of that or have already, start applying for scholarships already this fall, you're a little bit ahead of quite a few of your peers who aren't here right now, which is fine, but might not take care of things next spring. So you can get in on some scholarships that they aren't getting in on yet. Take advantage of the fact that you are ahead of the game and you're taking care of business right now. The next thing I want to talk about, local scholarships offered in February, and really I'll tell you what we'll do, seniors, is we will pull you in here together as a class in late February, and we will talk you through the local scholarships that are offered. We have a partnership, of course, at DCG High School with the Dallas Center Grimes Education Foundation. Some of you probably are a part of that, or you've worked through it. You probably see them at football games, selling things. They put on a couple big dinners throughout the year. Supporting them means you're supporting our students because they offer grants and scholarships for our seniors every year. And so from there, also banks and workplaces, organizations, they work with the DCG Education Foundation to offer many, many scholarships to our students each spring. And so those scholarships, we present all of those at once. The month of March, parents and students, the month of March is application time for the local scholarships. There will be anywhere probably from 30 to 40 scholarship opportunities, or I should say scholarships available, some with multiple opportunities for students. And those will be opening up in early March. We'll bring all seniors in again. We'll talk to everybody about them, talk to them about how to apply. There are a few classes here at the high school, such as independent living and college prep, that will actually help them through writing scholarship applications. And so you can do that and work through us, apply for those scholarships, and then in late May, kind of during a really fun senior week where you are done with school, you have your banquets, your awards nights, and then your graduation that week, we will have a big awards night here where scholarships will be presented to students who were chosen for those. So again, big scholarships offered locally in February and March. There's more scholarship info on our Dallas Center Grimes High School website as well. There's a scholarship symboloo, and I can talk some of you through that. Students, you can probably kind of show your parents too on the high school website, the symboloo. There's one tile on there, there's a link on there just for scholarships. And so if you go on there, there are tons of scholarships, everybody. There's tons of money out there. There's lots of individuals and groups who want to give scholarship money. Every year, we hear of people and organizations saying money is left on the table because people don't apply. They feel they don't have time to apply. They feel they're too busy. They only apply for a few, or they think, well, I can't get this one anyway. I'm probably not eligible, so they don't apply. So every year there's money left on the table. So go and apply for scholarships, and now is a fabulous time to do it if you can. And then one we always want to remind students of, because it's sometimes an easy in, is parent workplace scholarships. So if parents, if you think your organization offers scholarships, then that might be something to look into. Sometimes also large organizations or large businesses even have family members, aunts, uncles. Make sure you look into things like that with scholarships. Before we move on, any questions about the scholarships or the last slide? Mm-hmm. That's a great question. I would keep an eye on it. So what we do is when we hear of one, because scholarships, organizations will email school, they'll email Mr. Twig or email teachers, and they'll say, we have this scholarship open for the next month. And so then we'll throw it up there. And right now, I know we've just got a couple rows of scholarship opportunities, but that will build. So I would either have, something timed, hey, once a week I'll check this, or yeah, just every so often keep an eye on it, and we'll keep it updated. Now, it's nice too, because there's a few things on there. There are a few websites on there for scholarships that students, there's so many you could do. I would pick one or two and go with that, but you can actually register, you can sign up, and they will email you scholarship opportunities that fit you. So you can build a profile on one of the websites, and once you do that, then they will actually email the student opportunities. By the way, don't use your school email. Remember that, students, because they won't be able to email you from outside of our network. Use a personal email. They will email you opportunities that fit you. There's another one that you can take a look at, and again, all of this just takes a little time. That's what's hard. But Raise.me is one that we hear really good things about. Raise.me is one, and it's on there. It's on our scholarship. So you can simply put in information about you, and they will give you little bits or grant you little bits of money simply for earning high grades. They will grant you little bits of money for being involved in organizations, clubs, sports, other your family, and just individual characteristics about you. Excuse me. So some of those are on there that you can just continually refer back to. It's a good question. I'm going to give the mic to Mr. Twig because I'm losing my voice a little bit. He's got the next part. But any other questions on scholarships?
And yeah, there's a couple different things. We recently added a bunch this week to that too, and just we encourage you just to continue to look at that. One is a search engine where you just simply type in everything about you, all your interests, what you plan to pursue, and then it can even find the scholarships that would be designed specifically for you. So just please make sure you check those out, because there could be a lot of good opportunities for you. Another option then, when it comes to financial aid, has to do with the work-study program. Now, this is typically designed for students and families that are in financial need, and it basically is exactly what you think it is. You can take on that college campus, once you decide where you're going to go, the colleges will contact you and say you're eligible for a work-study program, and basically what you would do is you would have a job on campus, or maybe some off campus, and you get a chance to work in that job, and the money that you would earn, the hourly wage, would then, you have the opportunity to have that go directly to your the cost for college, and whatever that might be. It could be simply just the fees that you have to pay, the books, or it could actually go directly to the tuition. You can collect that money if you want, and then you must show where that money is going back for your college usage, or whatever that might be too. So it can be really a great opportunity. But again, you have to be eligible for that too, and it's typically the colleges that would be the ones to decide that. So they try to put you in a job that would be close to something you want to pursue. That doesn't always happen, but that is a goal for many colleges that they want. So not only do you get paid, you're helping your tuition, but you're also furthering something that you're interested in, if that's possible. So again, just to kind of recap with a timeline of some things that we've already hit on. We know that the FAFSA October 1st was the beginning date of that, and we do encourage you to complete that. December 1st is kind of a big date for that. That is the priority date by many colleges, that they will give first priority to those who have completed it, which oftentimes can mean more money. The longer you wait, it's just like waiting to see how much money is left that can go for that, even if you are eligible for more of that. So December 1st really is a big deadline for many schools. As Cindy said, the local scholarships will be coming out in February, and then the official deadline here in the state of Iowa, and it's actually the national deadline then too for FAFSA and filing that, is June 30th. So any other questions as far as when you should be doing things?
There's tons of other options, and of course use our table, and I hope you grab some resources from out there, but these are some we refer to a lot and would really recommend. So Iowa College Access Network, they are who I said you can call, make an appointment, and they'll help you walk through your FAFSA, for example. They'll also answer any questions. If you go on that website, they have scholarship opportunities as well. They also have information. Students, if you're thinking, I think, I have these interest areas, or I'm thinking about this career, this program, but you're not sure where to go, what colleges fit that, what majors fit that, Iowa College Access Network has that. So any of that information they have, and like I said, many of our handouts are from there. IowaCollegeAid.gov is a great place to find scholarships and tips and grants, information on loans, any of those things. And then College and Career One Stop is just a fun website to go to. You guys, you can go on there and take some colleges surveys, you can go on there and look at programs you're interested in, anything from colleges to careers that might fit your skill level, that might fit what you've had experience in. That's a great spot for any of those things. And so that one I would take a look at, College and Career One Stop. So that, I see it doesn't have the website up there, but if you type that in, Google will find it for you, because that's what Google does. Of course, with any of these things, please stop in and talk to Mr. Twiggeray. Mr. Bloom would say the same. Of course, I know some of you guys have emailed or been in touch before. Keep it up. We will find the answers. If we don't know them, we love to talk about this. You can tell because I just told you that College and Career One Stop was a fun website to go to. Thank you for not laughing out loud. But that is what we enjoy doing. And so come in, and we want to help you through this crazy time because it's really fun to look at these things, but we know we throw a lot at you. So come in and we will help you out. Do you have any questions for the group before we kind of hang out for some individual questions? Okay. Thank you guys very much for coming. I know it's spending time talking about finances from 7 to 7 o'clock on a Thursday night. So thank you so much for being here. We're going to stick around for quite a while, so come see us if you have any questions, please. Okay. Thank you.